All right, so let's look at example K. And the question that's being asked here is how much does the employee pay during the year for each category of employee? So keep in mind that we want to know how much the employer is paying, not the employee. So we want it in terms of employer paying. Okay, so and it's on a yearly basis. That's another thing to keep in mind. So let's look at each category. Write down each category. Okay, so first we have employee only. There's an employee only. And then we have employee with one dependent. And lastly, we have employee with multiple dependents. Those are the three different categories. Okay, so let's look at employee only first. So notice that in the problem, we have the information for monthly premiums. So, and we're looking again for annual, yearly premiums. So whatever result we end up getting, notice that we'll have to multiply by 12 because we want to know each year how much is being paid out. Okay, so employee only. Employee only, notice that this top portion, this $520, is the monthly premium that the employer pays. This is the employer portion. So again, we want this in terms of how much does the employer pay. So this is a positive amount. $520 is how much the employer is covering. And on the bottom section of this problem, it says employee pays. So this is how much the employee pays of this premium. But we notice that for employee only, the employee does not pay anything. So it's all covered by the employer. So we're not. So we would be subtracting if there was an amount, but it's zero. So we're subtracting zero because that's what it says. And again, this is monthly, and we're looking for on an annual basis. So we want to multiply the employer portion by 12, and that gives us $6,240. All right, so next we have employee with one dependent. Employee with one dependent, you'll notice that the employer portion, again, the amount on the top is how much the premium costs. And so that costs $680. So the employer is covering that much so far. But then we go to the bottom and we notice that an employee with one dependent, the employee pays $80 of that portion. So out of that premium, that monthly premium, $80 is covered by the employee. So we have to subtract that amount to figure out the employer amount that is covered. So if the premium is $680 and the employee is covering $80 of it, that leaves the employer portion. And again, this is on a monthly basis, so to find the annual amount, we need to multiply by 12. Okay, so we multiply by 12 and we get $7,200. Okay, and now, similarly to employee with one dependent, we'll figure out multiple dependents. And we see that employee with multiple dependents costs $740 for the premium on a monthly basis. And then, but also the employee portion, employee with multiple dependents, pays $120. So the employee covers that much. We subtract that amount to find the employer amount. And we multiply that by 12. And notice that we don't, this is just the amount the employee covers for for the entire plan. Even if there's multiple dependents, we don't have to figure out how much is subtracted per dependent. It's just a fixed amount for multiple dependents. So it's just subtract 120. And then we multiply that by 12 to figure out the annual basis. And that's how we get 7,440. All right, so that's how you work through and determine the employer portion. And hopefully this makes sense. If you have any concerns, please let me know.